Dysfunctional vet here. I'm working on a project for a guy, and I will be filming on location where he's at shortly. He has minimal flow of water on his property, and I'll go into the math of how all that was calculated. This is the basic setup for his ram pump. The water will be coming in here, will be going into this check valve. The check valve will be shutting. When that happens, the divert will come across, it'll go up into this, it will push up, it will go into the expansion chamber, and this is the first section of that. Then the pressure will equalize, this will close, the pressure in this tube will drop, which will cause this valve to open, and then it will begin to cycle again. And I'll be getting real into detail on all this stuff in just a moment. Up here, we have an on-off valve so that the water can be turned off that goes to the tank. And there will also be an on-off valve down here, which is not shown at this time. These right here from Amazon, if I remember, I'll put the link in the description, were $10 for the two of them. They're 1/2 inch. His flow is very low. It's about 2.1 gallons per minute. This is really pushing the limit of getting anything to flow, and that's why this is an exciting project to go ahead and document. I'll be using, I like the Teflon paste for my connections here into the one-way valves, and I'll be using PVC cleaner, PVC cement for the connections. Here I have this one laid out. This will plug into here, this will plug into here, and then of course these pieces will connect. I haven't cut them all out. You know, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. You're all smart enough to know what's going on. I'm going to be using a 2-inch Schedule 40 pipe. That's the cap. The reason for using a 2-inch Schedule 40 is because of the amount of pressure that's up inside here. It is tremendous pressure just for those few brief tenths of seconds when the water hammer forces its way up inside here and then goes out. Because of the way this is made, see if I can show you. There we go. If you look, when this is closed, there's almost no room whatsoever to drill a small air hole in here so that it will constantly be sucking air. So after that is in, I'll come back and I'll drill this with the very smallest drill that I've got, probably a 1/16, and I'll thread a piece of stainless steel wire in there. The purpose of the stainless steel wire is to further shrink down that hole. Air is going to get in there, and it only takes a little bit. Now, for those of you that used to go scuba diving with me, we all had the joke about the O2 fish. O2 fish eat air that divers exhale in a sunken ship or a cave. When you're inside there, there are bubbles. When you come back a few hours later, there are no bubbles inside the ship, you know, on the overhead, because the O2 fish ate it. Actually, what happened is the oxygen is absorbed by the pressure. If this pump was allowed to operate with no air going into it, it would take a very short amount of time, and all the oxygen would be absorbed into the water, and this thing would then fail due to the fact that there's, you know, it's totally full of water. So I'll show you how all that's done. Right now I'm going to cut the rest of these pieces. I'm going to glue all this together, and then I'll show you what I have after I've got it done.